So I want to talk today about faith and the power of belief. So most people don't realize how powerful it is to be able to just believe, to be able to just believe for things, to be able to believe things are going to happen. But the power of positive expectation, expecting that things are going to go this way, things are going to happen. This is so powerful and it's really, really underrated, especially in our culture right now. Most people are in this space. They're in a very heady, very what is it? Not pessimistic, but skeptical. Skeptical people wear skepticism as a badge of honor. But there's something that is powerful about going to the core of things, which is belief. Belief actually really structures your whole reality. So I'll give you an example. If you're going to a party, right, and you think that all the people there at the party hate you, they all hate you, and none of them like you, right? And you have this belief. You're like, all of them, you just think this. You think none of them like you. Well, then what's going to happen is when you show up at the party, you're going to start to notice things that they do to confirm that belief back to you. So, somebody says something and you see people whispering and you're like, oh, they're talking about me. I know they're talking about me. And they're probably not. They're probably not even talking about you. Like, the world generally doesn't work like that. Most of us, our heads get real big, but most people honestly don't really think about you that much, to be honest. So it may be a hard hitter for some of you, but they don't. So, but you're going to think that. You're going to think, oh man, I know they're talking about me. I know they're talking about me behind my back. What is it, what I'm wearing? Oh man, maybe if you're a girl, I didn't do my makeup right today, or a guy, I didn't do my hair right, or whatever it is. You're going to get thinking about it because your expectation is that these people don't like you. So there's a lot of really, really great people who talk about this stuff, a lot of really great resources in this area. But one of the things I want to talk about is how easy it is to actually get what you want. So most people never employ the power of belief to get what they want. And you can actually just believe what you want into existence. I know that sounds really crazy. It sounds weird. It's like there's no way that's true. But people have been doing this for like literally thousands of years. Literally thousands of years. And you don't need ceremony. You don't need rituals. You don't have to do anything. You just have to believe. That's all you gotta do. So, in the Bible, it actually talks about Jesus. He says when he's healing people, like he's going through and he's doing healings and stuff, right? And you may not know a whole lot about the Bible, but basically, Jesus would go through in the Bible and he would heal people from their ailments. So somebody's sick and they have a broken leg and he'd go heal them, right? Well, he would say, or at least he said in the Bible, he said, "As you believe, so shall it be done unto you." So a lot of times people would show up and they'd have this expectation that he was going to be able to heal them, and they would believe that they were going to get healed. And then he's saying, "As you believe, so it shall it be done unto you," and they're getting healed, right? So it's a lot like if you don't believe, right? If you just flat out just don't believe it, then of course it's not going to happen, right? But if you can believe and you can actually employ this power of belief. Another thing that it says, it's this is just Bible 101. This is basic stuff, but it talks about all things are possible to him that believe. And it's like, wow, all things? It's like all things are possible? Yep, all things are possible to him that believes. So, if you want to break a record in your track team, right? You can literally believe for that and make that happen. So the method doesn't really matter. People talk a lot about the methods, right? I'm sure you've heard all kinds of things, from like the manifesting community and like all kinds of people who talk about that stuff. And like, there's methods, right? It's like the method doesn't really matter though. What really matters is that you believe. That's what's actually it's your faith that puts things into motion. Once you have faith for the thing and you believe that it's happened, that it's done, then everything gets put into motion. So ultimately, all the content that we're going to create here, I just want to remind you that this is possible. It seems like these are like secrets that we've kind of lost in our culture now. Most people don't believe that they can believe for stuff, which is kind of ironic because they're believing that they can't believe for stuff, and so that belief is actually keeping them from doing that. Because they're like, well, there's no way, I can't just really will something into existence, and you're not willing it. You're not even using willpower. Willpower won't even get you there. You have only so much willpower per day. They've actually checked this, and we have limited willpower resources, and by the end of the day, our willpower is like less than when the day started. But your power of belief, your power to believe something into existence. There's a teacher. He says believe it in rather than believing in it. Right? I'm believing that I'm going to get some finances. It's not the same as believing in the finances. Your belief is actually pulling that into reality. It's already created. It's already out there. It already exists. You're just believing for that to show up for you, and and then you go into that. So, it's really the power of belief is extremely powerful. And I just ultimately, the whole purpose of this content that I'm creating is just to remind you that you are we call it creation mastery. You're creating your life, so you have these tools. You can do this stuff. Got a book. I'm gonna put it below. It's a book. It'll help you to get what you want. If you kind of think this is cool and you're like, well, I got nothing to lose. I really want to get this stuff. I want to get what I want, and you're not getting it. Go read the book. It's free. It doesn't cost anything. It'll help you. So that's all for today. That's all for right now.